Hello folks. Well, I've unboxed this Electrolux vacuum cleaner before. I have recorded an unboxing. The footage, I don't know what happened to it, it's gone. So I'm having to do it all over again. So it's the second time for me, but the first time for you. So I'm going to have to act all surprised. It's a while since I unboxed it and resealed it and put it away, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to find, to be honest. So I'm going to imagine it's the very first time I've unboxed this new old stock Electrolux vacuum cleaner. A very budget, basic little machine, I believe. Right, let's have a look. We have quite a nice quality, well, a reasonable quality hose with a suction relief valve there. Very thin, but comfortable to hold, and a nice long handle there. Seems to be a fairly average length of hose. That is the cleaner end. It doesn't swivel, but it probably swivels when it's in the machine. The handle end swivels, which is good. Two very cheap plastic extension wands there, with this sort of very Electrolux styling, with a sort of ribbed design either side. So that's that. What tools do we get? We get a very short and stubbly crevice tool. We get an upholstery nozzle with no litter pickers on this very basic machine. Doesn't look like we get a dusting tool, but we do get a very basic, I would say this is a dual purpose carpet and floor nozzle. There's no brushes for hard floors. There is a squeegee at the back, and for carpets we got litter pickers, a couple of wheels, and you've got the storage slot on the back. Very light, very basic. So this would be a cleaner for someone with a very small home, or they just wanted a secondary cleaner to complement their main upright, because it certainly wouldn't be the best cleaner for my home. Definitely not. Now, out it comes. Oh, it's a 1300 watt motor. Quite a nice bright turquoise colour. Now I think this is also available probably a bit later than this one. I'm sure it was available under sort of the Boss branding. And so if you're watching this in the USA, you've probably had something very similar to this under the Eureka brand name. Now, oh yes, I have got the instructions. I've got, oh no, I don't know if I did. I don't know if I got the instructions for this. I've got a guarantee, which obviously is not valid, and one spare Incy Wincy teeny weeny dust bag. And that's it, folks. That's it. So without the instruction book, I'm not sure if this would have come with a dusting tool. I expect it didn't. I can see from the side of the box, no, it didn't come with a dusting tool. It's got an 8 meter range, but a 5.5 meter length cable. And the model number is Z1009. And it's actually called, I've no idea how you pronounce it. Is it Zeo? It's not Exio. I'm not sure if you pronounce the X as Z, Zeo. I'm not sure. Comment below if you know. Well, that won't help if you comment below how you pronounce it. But anyway, here it is. It seems pretty robust. Unusual looking thing. There certainly was a model with automatic cord rewind. As you can see, there's no automatic cord rewind on this. Nothing fancy, just an on-off button and a short cable. Okay, well, let's have a closer look at this little compact machine. So, what can I say about this cleaner? Well, we've got two quite nice smooth running wheels at the back, and if we look underneath, we do have a swivel caster, and it's made of a sort of plastic, you know, it's quite a tough plastic, especially the base. It's partly textured, partly glossy. It feels better than a cheap Chinese made cleaner. The plastic does feel better. I'm not sure if this is made in China. We'll soon find out, possibly. I'll have a closer look here at the rating sticker. Okay, so this is the Electrolux model Z1009 type EBP0191 PNC 9102840-92, serial number 122202224, 1100 watt NOM, 1300 watt max. Doesn't say where it's made, unfortunately. I have a feeling the time this was made is after Electrolux stopped production in the UK in their Luton, Bedfordshire factory, but I could be wrong. This might be a Mexican Electrolux, somewhere assembled in Mexico. I don't think it's Swedish. If you know, please comment in the box below. We do have the old parking, or storage actually, on the back. It's the storage slot which will store the main floor tool on the machine like that, and obviously you can have the hose attached, so just keeps it all together. And we do have at the back your parking bracket, so pretty standard. You can see here where the more deluxe version would have had an on-off switch, this blanking piece here, so it would have had an on-off switch there, and here where we've got the flex coming out of the machine, there would have been another switch for the auto cord rewind on a more deluxe model. I assume that's the case. Or it could be, I don't want to make myself look a fool again, it could be the fact that it had an on-off switch here, automatic cord rewind here, and the cable just wound in here. That could be the case, because I can't see an area at the back where there would have been the cable rewind inlets. So I think that's how it might have been. An on-off switch at the front, and there may have been a model with a dial to adjust the motor speed. I expect there was. It looks like there would have been. So I think this is, I'd say this is definitely the bottom model. We do have behind this, does it come off? I don't want to force anything, with no instruction book. Well, it looked like it was quite a good filter, but it isn't. Because all we've got, I did turn this on briefly, as you can see it's got a little bit of carbon dust. That's your exhaust filter, just one thin layer. And again, maybe a more deluxe model might have had a better pleated filter on the exhaust. I can't remember what this sounds like, but I don't think it's whisper quiet. I wouldn't have thought so. So there's that. Right, let's see how we access the dust bag. I assume it's this. Ah, well, that's good. Gives us easy access to the bag because the whole bag door comes off. Have we any clues of the origin of this vacuum? I don't think so. We've got a date wheel for 2000. So this part was made in October, by the looks of it, October in the year 2000. So yeah, very basic, very cheap little machine. And so here's the dust bag, which should just pull out. It's not one of these self-sealing ones. It's got a tiny bit of dirt in. I must have had a go with this in my previous video where I lost the footage. But we have a flap here, so I will be able to, if this bag ever got full, which it's not going to get full in my ownership, but when the bag's full, you can just take this tab and fold it over to partly cover the inlet. You've got a bit of a seal as well. It looks like it could be a twin, I think it's a twin skinned bag, paper bag. And in here we've got your pre-motor filter, which is just a very coarse sponge. So that's not going to filter much. If the bag splits, a lot of dirt, a lot of fine dust is going to go straight through that filter. through into the motor. Motor's just obviously here. We've got a little sticker telling us something. Let's have a quick look at that. Any problems? Need more help? Don't understand the instructions? Something missing? Don't take it back to the shop. We are only telephone call away. Electrolux customer helpline, and there's the number there. Phone it if you wish. I don't think you'll get anyone answering, to be honest. And I'm not sure, it doesn't look like there's any sort of suction relief valve on this machine. So, ideal for the car, I'd say. Ideal little car vacuum. Ideal if you've just got a small apartment, or as I said, if you just want a secondary vacuum cleaner to complement an upright, which is what some people did back in the day. Nowadays, of course, people often have two vacuums. They might have a cordless cleaner for day-to-day use, but they've still kept their mains powered vacuum for, you know, the monthly deep clean. So there we go, folks. Let's get that back on. A little bit of turquoise plastic. I don't think that's anything to worry about. Okay, well, if you're wearing headphones, you may be advised to turn down the volume, because I think this is fairly noisy from what I can remember. Let's plug in. It might turn on when I switch it on at the wall. It doesn't. I don't think this one's going to blow up, so I'm quite happy to turn it on here. Well, that is loud, but as you saw, for such a small little machine, it can hold its weight. Shouldn't do that often, folks, because when you restrict the airflow through a vacuum, you can start to overheat it. And I didn't detect the suction relief valve. I don't think that would have held to my hand for so long. If there was a suction relief valve somewhere built in, it would have opened and allowed air through, and it would have reduced the suction here, so it might have fallen off. But yes, I'm going to get my old gauge out. It'll be interesting to see what it's like at the hose end. There goes the hose. As I said, it does swivel in the machine. And yeah, I think this for the car would be absolutely ideal, because it's got a nice long handle. It's only got a short crevice tool, but inside the car, no handle on the machine. Well, not at the top. You do have a carry handle here. I suppose that's okay for cleaning your stairs. I do like to have a machine that's also got a handle at this point of balance. It makes stair cleaning easier, but it's so small it will balance on a stair. Okay, I'll just reach out into my drawer and get my doodah gauge if I can find it. I've seen it today. Here it is. So this is a 1300 watt motor. What result are we going to get on the old suction gauge? I'm going to say possibly around 80 or more. Let's find out. Well, I was a bit out. It actually peaked at 90 on this, which I think is very respectable for a very basic, lightweight, cheap little cleaner. I would say, without checking any old Argos books, if this was in the Argos, I think this would have probably, I'd say this was around £60. It feels like it would have been about £60 back in the early 2000s, where I believe this cleaner would have been available. But it's a nice dinky little thing. It does tend to do that, but then I'll just give it a little pull. A lot of vacuum cleaners don't seem to move very easily on this particular carpet of mine, even the ones with big wheels. But let's give it a pull over, pull it along. That's what I meant to say, folks. We'll give it a little tug just to see how easy it is to use. I'll just have a quick go over the carpet using the wands and the nozzle supplied. I'm not going to demonstrate this cleaner because I have to say I am doing a little bit of a cull of my collection, and I think I've already earmarked this one to go because it's not it's a nice little cleaner, a powerful little machine. It might suit somebody might even want to use it rather than have it in a collection, but I think it's a bit surplus for my requirements. I've made a video, I've had a little go of it, but it's not one I want to keep, so I'll be offering this up for sale. You can check out my eBay page, which is ibasics_emporium, and often if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I put links from time to time to my selling page if you're interested in obtaining one of the vacuum cleaners I've shown on my channel. Okay, well, I'm just going to attach the wands, which are, you know, I think they're not too bad for a budget cleaner. I've felt worse, but obviously they might, you know, within intensive use, these could crack. So, but to be honest, this would benefit, of course, with a nice couple of metal wands, and maybe the more deluxe version had metal wands, but obviously budget cleaners tended to have plastic wands. Well folks, it doesn't like my carpet. A lot of vacuums don't. On full power it was sticking a bit to this pile. On a short pile carpet, and I expect on a hard floor it'll be fine, but on a Saxony, which I understand this carpet is, this is a Saxony type carpet, doesn't like it. I didn't think it would. A turbo nozzle fitted to this machine I think would work pretty well. I'm assuming it's a standard 32mm fitment. It's quite nippy, very, very light. As I said, ideal on your stairs, ideal in the car. It would fit inside the car. You could have it on the back seat while you're vacuuming. But it's a nice little machine. It seems, you know, fairly robust for a budget cleaner. And I would say, sticking my neck out folks, I'd say this is certainly better than a Chinese made machine of this type. But even now, even a budget Chinese made vacuum cleaner you can buy from Amazon or a supermarket, even those normally would have an automatic cord rewind, it's very unusual for a cylinder vacuum cleaner these days not to have auto cord rewind, which is a very useful feature to have, because I'm not sure where I'm supposed to store the cord on this machine. There's no visible place I could put the cord, wrap the cord. So it's a shame, really, with this type of cleaner. What do you do with the cord? I can't understand folk who would buy a machine without a cord rewind rather than spend an extra maybe £10 and get the next model up with a cord rewind. But if you're on a tight budget, this is the machine you might have gone for back in the day. If you have any comments or questions about this Electrolux cleaner, please comment below. Don't forget, check out my eBay page. I might not be selling at the time you see this video, but I am selling on a fairly regular basis lots of different vacuum cleaners you may want to place a bid on. But it's a nice little machine, it's budget, it's bright and colourful, bit noisy, but it's got a good suck to it. So there, another little Electrolux cleaner for you. And of course we don't have the Electrolux brand in the UK anymore. They're normally branded AEG now. So that's it, I'm off to make another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.